Hello, friends. I'm Miss Roxin. You're just in time for a story.
Blueberries for Sal by Robert McClosky. One day, little Sally went with her mother to Blueberry Hill to pick blueberries. Little Sal brought along her small little tin pail, and her mother brought her large tin pail to put the blueberries in. "We will take our berries home and we will can them," said her mother, "and then we will have food for the winter." Little Sal picked 3 berries and dropped them into her little tin pail. She picked 3 more berries and ate them. And then she picked more berries and dropped 1 in the pail. And the rest she ate. Little Sal ate all 4 blueberries out of her pail. Her mother walked slowly through the bushes, picking blueberries as she went and putting them in her pail. Little Sal struggled along behind, picking blueberries and eating every single one. Little Sal hurried ahead and dropped a blueberry into her mother's pail. It didn't sound kerplunk. Well, because the bottom of the pail was already covered with berries. She reached down inside to get her berry back, though she really didn't mean to. She pulled out a large handful because, well, there were so many blueberries right up close to the one that she had just put in. Her mother stopped picking and said, "Now, Sal, now you run along and pick your own berries. Mother wants to take her berries home and can them for next winter." Her mother went back to her picking. But little Sal, because her feet were tired of standing and walking, sat down in the middle of a large clump of bushes and ate blueberries. On the other side of Blueberry Hill, Little Bear came with his mother to eat blueberries. "Little Bear," she said, "I want you to eat lots and lots of berries and grow big and fat. We must store up food for a long, cold winter." Little Bear followed behind his mother. Then he had to hustle along to catch up. As she walked slowly through the bushes, eating berries, Little Bear stopped now and then to eat berries too. Over on the other side of the hill, Little Sal ate all the berries that she could reach. But it was a mother crow and her children. Oh, she saw them and sang, "Caw, caw, caw." And then she heard another noise in the bushes and thought, surely that is my mother. I will go that way. But it was Little Bear's mother instead. She was tramping along, eating berries and thinking about storing up food for the winter. Little Sal tramped right along behind. By this time, Little Bear had eaten all the berries that he could possibly reach without moving from his clump in the bushes. And then he hustled off to catch up with his mother. He hunted and hunted, but his mother was nowhere to be seen. He heard a noise from over the stump and thought, "Oh, that is my mother walking along." But it was Mother Partridge and her children. They stopped eating berries and hurried away. And then he heard a noise in the bushes and thought, "That surely must be my mother. I will hustle that way." But no, it was Little Sal's mother instead. She was walking along, picking berries, thinking about canning them for the next winter, and, well, Little Bear hustled right along behind. Little Bear and Little Sal's mother and Little Sal and Little Bear's mother were all mixed up with each other in those blueberries on Blueberry Hill. Little Bear's mother heard Sal walking behind and thought that it was Little Bear, and she said, "Little Bear, come on now, eat up. Eat all you can. Come on, Little Bear. It's time to eat as many berries as possible." Little Sal said nothing. She picked 3 berries and dropped them into her small pail. Little Bear's mother turned around to see what on earth was making that noise like kerplunk. "Roo!" she cried, choking on a mouthful of berries. "This is not my child. Where's Little Bear?" She took one good look and backed away. She was old enough to be shy of people, even a very small person like Little Sal. And then she turned around and walked off very fast to hunt for Little Bear. Little Sal's mother heard Little Bear trampling along behind and thought that it was Little Sal. She kept right on picking, thinking about canning those blueberries for next winter. Little Bear padded up and peeked into her pail. Of course, he only wanted to taste a few of what was inside. But there was just so many of them, and they were so close together that he tasted a tremendous mouthful by mistake. "Now, Sal," said Little Sal's mother without turning around, "you run along now. Run along. Pick your own berries. Mother wants to can these for next winter." Little Bear tasted another tremendous mouthful and it almost spilled the entire pail of blueberries. Little Sal's mother turned around and gasped. "Oh my goodness! You are not little Sal? Oh, where? Oh, where is my child?" Little Bear just sat, munching and swallowing, licking his lips the whole time. Little Sal's mother slowly backed away because, well, she was old enough to be shy of bears, even very small bears like Little Bear. And then she turned and walked away quickly to look for her little Sal. She hadn't gone very far when she heard... She knew just what made that kind of sound. Little Bear's mother had not hunted very long before she heard a hustling sound that stopped now and then to munch and swallow. She knew just what made that kind of sound. Little Bear and his mother went home down one side of Blueberry Hill, eating blueberries all the way and full of food stored up for the winter. And little Sal and her mother went down the other side of Blueberry Hill, picking berries all the way, and drove home with food to can for next winter. A whole pail of blueberries, and 3 more besides.